Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 33 and 34 of upskilling myself. Day 33 was a complete waste because I had to travel from my home to my hostel and shift all my belongings to there. And I was too tired to do some work, and yeah, I just slept. So for day 34, I solved three DSA problems. The first one was daily temperatures, and we solved it using a stack. So we create a stack and an answer vector, and then we traverse the array. And then while the stack is not empty and the current element is greater than the element on the index on the top of the stack, then we get the index from the top and we set the difference to the answer array at the index, at that particular index, and then we pop the top. Finally, at the end of the loop, we push the current in the stack and then return the answer array. Okay, so we get the size, then we define a vector which is the answer vector, which is of size n. So we create an answer vector for the first case over here, and then we create a stack, right? If n is equals to 0, if the size is equals to 0, then we return answer, which is an empty array, which is initialized with zeros. So now we have to traverse the array and we have to push the index into the stack. Okay, so for the first element, the stack is empty, so this loop won't run, and we will store 0 into the stack. Okay, now for the second, which is 74, this while loop will run while the stack is not empty and the temperature of I, which is 74, is greater than the top, which is 73. So it's obviously greater. So we get the index, which is the top, and then we set the answer of index as I minus index. So I minus index is like 1 minus 0, which is 1. So we set the 0th index as 1, and then we pop index from the stack. Okay, and then we push the ith index, which is the 1. Then we push 1 into the stack, and then we do this for every iteration. The answer vector will have all the values. Okay, then we return the answer vector. Okay, the second problem was online stock span. So what we do is we have been given the stocks over here, and these are the prices of the stocks. Okay, so it's 100, 80, 60, 70, 60, 75, and 85. So we have to output that for a particular stock when we will see a stock price greater than that. Okay, if you see over here that for 75 is greater than the previous 4 days, right? So this is the first day, second day, third day, and fourth day. So we have to output 4 over here. For 85, it's 6 because this is the days where it's greater than or equals to 85. So yeah. So to solve it, we initialize result as 1. Then we have to push the pair of the price and result in the stack. But before that, while the stack is not empty and the price is more than or equals to the top of the stack, we have to add the result of the pair from the top of the stack in result and then pop the top. Okay. Then finally, we have to push the current price and the result in the stack, and we have to return. Okay. So we are creating a stack which is a pair of int and int. So we are creating a stack pair of int and int. This will be the price of that day and it will be the result. So the result will be like a cumulative addition of the days where the price was less than or equals. Then if we get a particular price, then we set the result as 1, and then we start this while loop. If the stack is not empty and the top of the stack dot first, which is the price, is less than or equals to the current price, then we have to add the top result as the result, and then we have to pop the top. Okay, and then we have to push the price and the result, which is the cumulative sum. Okay, and then we have to return a result. The final problem was 132 pattern. So if you see, in this case, if you see, there is no 132 pattern. Okay, so if I consider case 1, 4, and 3, and 2. Okay, so in this case, if you see, this is the 1, which is the smallest. This is the 3, which is the largest, and this is the 2, which is the medium. Okay, so if we see a pattern over here, and we'll return true. So how to solve it? First of all, we set the mean as the int mean. Okay, we have to calculate the smallest over here. Then we create a stack. Then we traverse the array, and then if the nums of I is less than min, which means we have found our minimum, and then we return true, because in this loop over here, in this process over here, we are finding the largest and the medium. So after finding the largest and medium, if you find the smallest one, we return true. Okay, so to find the largest, we use stack. So the top of the stack will be the largest element. We are using a monotonic stack, which is in the increasing order. So while the stack is not empty and the top is less than the nums of I, we will pop and we will set the mean as the stack of top. Okay, and then we'll push the nums of I into the stack. Okay, then we'll return false if even after all this process we don't get true. Okay, then for the development part, I just did the revision of all the DSA problems that I solved till now. So I thank you guys for watching and see you on day 35.